I want to do an all pops chimps today, and the tower of choice is the orca. The reason I picked it is because I got a buff last update, a price buff, but nonetheless a pretty nice buff. 16k, I think, to 12.5k. The thing is, though, since you usually go multiple orcas for, you know, a max merge, you end up saving 14k. Feel like that's a good money save and should hopefully make this challenge easier. But yeah, all pops challenges always, I would say, pretty fun to play. I think B Center has a good build order too, because it's early game. I think is good enough to, you know, solo. On top of that, they also, last update, 37, they changed it so that you can actually attack speed buff the, you know, the orca. That'll also make it easier because I can get jungle drums, I can get overclock, no middle path. I think for the early game, Horned Owl is good for camos. Well, I mean, I guess I have Gibraltar so I can get the count bot, but actually, it might matter if I can't beat round 9. I need to do some Piranha Micro, I think. Yeah, I gotta do some insane Micro here. Back in first. Need Piranha to snipe all these greens here. I think the bird has a problem. It can't see this side. Okay, I might need to actually change my bird placement. I would say here might be good. Okay, in all likelihood, the early game might be the trickiest part of this. I could go for a glue gunner before I go for, you know, one of these upgrades, but that would just sink me further. I think we at least have to try and see if it works before, you know, restarting and trying a new spot. Come on. It is just so weak. Yeah, I'm still leaking even with a glue gunner. Okay, this is actually a lot better because Microraptor has more than one pierce. It is low damage, but it's probably better to go this than, you know, the low, even lower damage with Pure Falcon. Yep, this is already way better than before. Let's move the Raptor here, and then Piranha to catch leaks. Come on. There. Yep, this is a first try round 9. Okay, I should have done this from the start. Well, lesson learned. Okay, so if that clump of blues, I need to switch to last, so Microraptor gets maximum pierce. This down here. And we did it. We made it to Barracuda. I actually think Adasaurus is probably better of an early game, but, I mean, I'm going top bat, so I guess I just got that ahead of time. Also, because of this, yes, I have to go for Geraldo now. Because, or at least before round 24 for the count bot. I think we could probably get the Adasaurus first, just to secure the early game. Because I'm still, like, it's not a lot of levels to get the count bot up, I don't think. Does that Jerry spot hit the bad? Good question. I plan to beat the bad before it even gets here, but, like, because I want overclock, I was thinking since it's even bigger range than Geraldo, put it even further to the right, and then Jerry has a lower range, so give you down here. If I'm not able to save up 3k for the Great White, I could always merge to get a higher level beast, because, yeah, that's allowed. All the pops will be going on the, you know, beast hand that you merge to, so that is personally allowed, in my opinion. Here is Camelpot. Okay, yeah, let's just go Great White. We can save up 3k, very cool. You know, funnily enough, I got Great White and I'm actually going to die to 29. That's very interesting. Buy a 3k upgrade only to fail. I guess we'll merge then. I think I'm gonna try to take advantage of discounting guys. So let's see if possible 4 out of 6 is good enough for this round, because that's all I can really afford. Or I could go for more, well, I guess it is more efficient to go for tier 1s, yeah. Like 3 tier 1s to max out the Barracuda. And in that case, we actually will not get 4 orcas to max out at 64, because that's obviously not as efficient. Even though it got price cut, I guess we're only saving 3.5k today. Hypothetically, if I were to go for the Megalodon, though, then yes, I would need 4 orcas, and then I'd save a nice 14k. So that's mostly buff to getting the tier 5 beast. So let's finish merging off max Adasaurus now, or sorry, max Barracuda. I could actually buy tier 1s of these two to get the Microraptor stronger, but I mean, I don't plan on getting that late game. Or it probably won't do much late game, so I guess I'll just save the money. We should probably go for permanent camo next, because I'm gonna need it for, I think around 36. Also, I'm pretty sure these are all the spots I need for the Beast Handlers, because, as you can see, I can now place the Barracudas in these earlier pawns. So in case I do need it, like to attack earlier, then we have that option. Should we see if the Great White's good enough now, or keep going with... I think I'm gonna keep going with Barracuda. Looking good so far. Should we... Yeah, I think we'll get Great White finally for this round. And we will upgrade these beasts here, because I think just to save effort. I'm not gonna spam tier 1s everywhere. I think it'll just be tier 3s. They're pretty efficient, I would say. And Great White does not beat around 40 because red balloons are OP, apparently. Okay, well, there's only a little micro cancel if I can just move it earlier here. And then thus pop it earlier, right? Okay, it doesn't work. You know, it'd be funny if a barracuda actually beat this round. Let's try without buying anything. Okay, no, it doesn't work, but I think we have to use Geraldo items then. Oh, wait, it almost worked. Okay, barracuda better than Great White. Come on. Yep. The knockback is really helping the barracuda there. This is the most pleasant surprise of all time, because I really didn't expect a max barracuda to be better than... Like, it wasn't even the lowest level shark, it was a power 11, but I guess once I have the money for, you know, max Great White, it should be better. It's actually already there, I think. It's definitely to do with the fact that, like, its time to reshoot again is much lower than Great White, so therefore it doesn't leak a bunch of yellows or pinks. At least that's what I'm seeing. 15k now, saved up. New chimp strategy has been unlocked, folks. What's funny is that I could just go for a full-on overclock. So you see how big this overclock range is? That's why I have put it on the very right side. So let's do it now. If you overclock the beast, both of the the mini beasts, sub-beasts, also get the OC buff, and yeah, that's much easier. At this rate, we'll do an all pops with a tier 2. Just kidding, I will get Orca, but it's kind of funny to see how strong it is right now. Unfortunately, it does kind of suck against ceramics. Hold up, it's still surviving. Oh, it's so close. So close to working, though. Alright. Okay, maybe we'll just do a MOAB glue for now. And we'll get Relentless, too. Yeah, I want that stun. Yeah, Relentless here is actually putting in work, because, as you see, the biggest problem is the MOABs, but if we pop the balloons underneath, then we get some very nice MOAB stunning action. I think for an added challenge, we're also not going to do Jerry Fire, because some people don't like that cheese, and I guess it's more fun when the tower itself does all the damage and not, you know, Jerry's items. Speaking of which, we could still, you know, give the buffing items on the... Yeah, you can give a sharpening stone for more pierce. Okay, the ultimate test here to see is if a barracuda can beat a BFB. Now, that would be impressive. I mean, so far it's good enough to almost break down the BFB later on its own, so... I give it a good chance, unless it gets pierce capped. Let's see. Come on. And then Relentless Glue Stun to allow us to beat it. And nice. It is possible. It's probably easier for my life if I just upgrade at this point, but it's kind of funny. Alright, I think we'll finally just go for it, though. 61. Should we just jump to Orca? Naturally, nah. I'll go for Great White first. We'll do a slow progression. I'm pretty sure a max Great White should. Oh my god, it does not work. That is so strange. Okay, I'm kind of curious to see if an Orca would be able to do this, or is it also too sketchy? It's probably the mini dino is actually ruining things, because it does the wrong amount of damage. Okay, I think Orca is finally good enough, so yay, at least some tower. At least this tower works now. What does the Orca do that the Great White doesn't? Like that it's not leaking all those random regrows, because it's actually doing fine. It's also enough now to one-shot 63, so yeah, it was probably time to upgrade from Barracuda anyways. Yeah, I guess Orca has a bigger splash radius. Also, it does move. Yeah, it does hook in mobs pretty quickly. So faster reload time. Fair enough. Let's slowly upgrade these to Great Whites to get up the max Orca, and that's where we're gonna stop at. How much more do we need? So in total, I need 6 Great Whites to merge into this Orca here. I'll make sure to put them all in double discount. Okay, double discount. Megalodon is affordable on Chimp, so I technically could do. We could do an associated all pops. Round 70 entered the chat. I think I probably need like a glue hose or something. Oh, also they attacked. My bad. Alright, note to self. Only buy beast handlers in the middle of a round. We'll be back really quickly. So this time, let's end the round, okay? So that there's no chance that the beast handlers take anything away from it. So beast number 5 and beast number 6. Perfect. Now I don't have to worry about inadvertently taking away pops anymore. And we are good to keep on going. Again, support-wise, I'm actually not looking at... Well, I guess we'll see what to get after this, but I feel like max Orca plus Glue plus Overclock can probably last quite a while. But yes, the other support options after that would be the Homeland, called Arms, that's cheaper than Ultra Boost, which is, like, absurd in Chimps mode. It was this round I died to, but yeah, with a Power 43, I think we're good now. Let's, again, keep on upgrading. And last one, so there it is. Max Orca, 64. I guess I could still max the Allosaurus, but I don't feel like it. So we'll leave it as is. And yeah, just to verify, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We're good, we're good. And 0 on Gibraltar, right? Yes. Now, I don't plan on getting Megalodon, but there's a possibility that if somehow this works for every single round, I do have the money to buy Megalodon, as well as get, you know, all the Orcas required. Technically, we could knock out 2 all pops completions in one, because, like, if you end the round, or end the run, with enough money to buy Megalodon, then that would basically count both. Alright, and the cool thing with Orca, like, the reason why I think it'll survive so long is because the ability to one-shot ZMGs makes rounds like 98 very easy, so I think the only round to worry about is, like, DDT rounds, which in that case, I could just go for Sabos. In fact, I should probably use the one-shot ability to our advantage, like, just put on Strong. Oh, yeah, actually. It does move slower, but the Thrash allows us to beat Remo, so that's fine. Yeah, round 80 for sure is made easy. Just micro this up here, and goodbye. Look at that thrashing. It's able to beat the insides of BFBs while hooking in a single BFB. That's pretty efficient. Also, I can't believe we just beat 81 with, like, literally a corner of the track. It didn't even get past, like, the second bend. These left pawns are actually really useful. You see, well, earlier on first it was, like, shooting down that straight line, which ended up doing some insane damage. Pretty good. No, we're not gonna buy anything right now. We're gonna keep on seeing how much money we can save up, because this is looking pretty fun. 50,000. It's what we call the unnecessary flex. Yeah, I think a lot of people might be sleeping on these towers, because, you know, of the bug fixes. Because I know they were really OP. So in comparison, they look much weaker, but you've got some power to them, if you use it correctly. Because the way this stands, this is like looking at like one of the easier all pops challenges. We're not done yet, but just speaking on the 50 AK we have, I think we probably need Splatter on my MOAB Blue. Yeah, I'll just get this. Okay, so let's do some micro here. I think I probably need like a dedicated MOAB Blue. Or is Glue Splatter good enough? No, it's actually good enough, wow. It would be nice if it didn't damage ZMGs along the way so that, you know, it could just slowly one-shot them at a time, but I think we'll be fine. Yep. Cerams? Nice, nice. It's the Thrash Radius. It really helps us. DT is... MOAB Slow also helps when thrashing. I also just blinked to 94. It disappeared in front of my eyes. Okay, then. Of all things, Orca is going to die to Camo Purples. I can't believe it. Actually, I can believe it. That makes perfect sense. Is there any way we can clutch up here or no? Nope. Let's try Glue Hose, so that the purples are kept at bay. That is not a very nice angle, though. Let's put it on Strong. In that case, then, come on. Back to the middle now. Yep, back to the middle. Keep it on Strong. Again, it'd be pretty crazy if I could beat this without a Sabo. If just the utility alone is enough. That is actually so close to working. I think I'm also going to give a count pod over here, so that this thing can reach to the right side. Okay, I like this a lot better. We have, like, nothing leaking, almost. Back on Strong now. Yeah, I like this a lot. And the, oh right, the Allosaurus. I didn't even realize it, but it's helping clean up the cerams back here. And then allows the Orca to still be in this nice spot. And then we can beat 95, guys. Easy. Back in first. That's ceramic. Back on Strong. And yep. All is good. Guys, we're approaching $80,000. How much higher can we go? I don't think there's enough rounds left to get us up to 100k. 98? People said this was hard. Or, I should not underestimate it, so let's see if that is true or not. Again, I should just put on Strong, so let the cerams leak for now and deal with that later. Okay. Yeah, back and first for now, back and first for now. Strong. I think with better micro, You can definitely solo this round. I believe it. In fact, it's actually still possible with this attempt. Are you kidding me? 90,000? We got this, right? I'll try strong targeting. For MOABs. Let's see. Looking good. Come on. Oh my god, that's so close. Wait, no, this reaches, this reaches. Nice. Nice. Who needs Homeland when you can just use Overclock and MOAB Clue and merging? And that's actually all you need. It almost feels like I'm playing with a bugged Megalodon or bugged Orca, the way this is going, but I promise you, this is not a previous version of the game. Round 100 I think is very easy because this is pretty good thrash damage. Yeah, it's like 100 per thrash. That's very good. It's actually 90. 90 to be exact. Just to make sure, this did not get pops, right? Oh, thank goodness. How about the NG here? Yep, also 0. Literally all I gotta do is pop the bat, and then I can just one-shot the two ZMGs. Come on. Actually, Ceram's nice. 1 ZMG, and the end. $97,000 left over. And yep, that's exactly all pops. 2,042,600. Let's verify. 0, 0, 0. 0 and all. 0 and 0. And I can't go back in the game because it's challenge editor, but if I did buy the 3 orcas and the Megalodon, then that also counts. We also got all pops on the Megalodon if you want to think about it that way too. So a while ago I did an all pops chimps for the boomerang, the permacharge. I also did another one later on for Century Champion, but this time I want to try a hero. And that hero is of course Geraldo. Probably the easiest hero to do all pops chimps in. Basically, the rule is literally one tower gets all the pops, nothing else. You're allowed to get more than one tower, of course, but the other ones have to be support, and thus do no damage. And we're gonna try on a tougher map than we did on the other 2 towers that I tried it on. Alpine Run, still fairly easy overall. But yeah, we will of course count sub-towers as part of Geraldo. First off, we gotta figure out how to beat the first round, because Geraldo got nerfed, so he does a little bit less damage now. And we're leaking to a red balloon. Yeah, that 1 damage nerf hits hard, guys. Oh, no, we got it. Wait. Come on. Okay, back on strong. Make sure no blue gets by. Nope. It's getting by. Okay, I'm pretty sure we cannot clutch up this many blues, unless... You think? Come on. Nah. We are 1 balloon off, though, so it feels like it might be doable with better micro. I swear to god, round 6 is gonna be the hardest round, at least on this map. Let's try close. Maybe that gets more coupon power, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, that's huge. This time we only have 2 blues leaking. 1 blue leaking. Okay, this works, this works. We found the secret sauce. It's just... Well, not this. It's close to this, though. Close is the answer. Alright, close, close, close. Last. Last. Strong. Strong. Changing up the order of stuff. Maybe that works. Oh, this is good. Yep, perfect. And with that type of ordering number, we can now not afford a turret. But I can afford a road spike, so if I lose this round, I can just drop road spikes till I afford a turret. And then we're good to go. And I think it's a no-brainer that I need a turret. Or rather, a road spike. So just to be safe. Road spike. There we go. And after this round, I can finally afford a turret. Is that right? Yes, and now we're on our way. Should hopefully be an easy run after this, because it's just Geraldo's nerf early game that makes, well, getting all pops pretty hard, because he can barely solo this map on round 6. It appears we have a problem. I didn't think about leads, did I? So how do I pop leads without the Geraldo level? I could AMD buff, but the thing is, I have to prevent that Alk from getting pops the rest of the game. But that's possible, because I can just Chinook it out of the way, which I might have to do. I can't buy hot sauce by round thing, because this is an easy map, so he doesn't get the levels fast enough. Okay, it appears in the name of trying to save lives, or save better spots for late game turrets. It appears I made the early game turret spots really awful, so I have to compensate by getting glue and a bunch of spikes. Round 24, the spikes can tank it. But yeah, I gotta be really careful after I get Alchemist, because I can't get a MOAB here. I can't get a single balloon here. Once again, as you see, I'm way too far off of Jerry's hot sauce, which is not gonna happen. So I think it's gotta be A and B buff. So it only works on Geraldo, it doesn't work on Sub Tower, so yeah. Basically right here, and if... I pretty much have to prevent any blue from getting here, which means... I guess I have to use good glue placements, like at the front, just to slow balloons down. I mean, I guess while I'm at it, I might as well just outbuff Geraldo's attack, right? Or maybe not, I'll just hold on to it, because the turrets will be doing most of the damage. Geraldo's main attack does do some damage, but I think we can probably do it without outbuff. I'll try to get a Chinook as soon as I can, but... honestly, we shouldn't rush it to it. Just make sure, again, no balloon gets too far. And we're fine. We also should choose better spots for the early game turrets. This round, I could afford a Camel Village, but I'm lazy, so I'll just buy this first. I'll get it now, though. So basically, the village does give the same buff to the turrets if it's on Geraldo. I think the only thing it doesn't give is called arms. Like, if you use the ability, it only works on towers in range. So I need to try to put every turret, like, in range of this called arms, which I'm going to village buff as well, to make it cheaper, first off, to buy... what do you call it? The MIB in call arms. Oh, right. I just realized my village is in range of the Alp now, but that's still not in range of balloons. It is in range of the MOAB, though. So yeah, I do have to pop the MOAB early. Again, good news, I have road spikes. I have things. I'm gonna make sure... I'm gonna try my best to get a Chinook before round 50. I think I can probably beat the MOAB easily before it gets here, just with Maelstrom or spikes. Should I just Maelstrom or should I spike? We'll see. Let's just see what's cheaper, using 10 spikes or 1 Maelstrom. Yeah, now it's attacking, so I can't do that. So how much damage does this do? Does this actually show on Geraldo's pop count? Let's see. 10. Okay, that's terrible. But it's better than nothing, I guess. I'm gonna make sure to Maelstrom. Hang on. We'll do 4 spikes and then a Maelstrom here. Now? No. I'm gonna need... oh, crap. The round ended before I could retry it, so, alright, I'll see you guys in 40 rounds. Okay, I have 2 Maelstroms this round. Should I just use both of them? Or let me just see how much 1 Maelstrom does. I don't think it's a big deal to waste money, because Geraldo's so cheap anyways. Yeah, let's just glue in Maelstrom, screw it. I'm done thinking. It's only 1k after all, so now we should give Radar Scanner... we have Hot Sauce now, too, so I might as well just use it, because it's so good mid-game. It lasts, like, what, 10 rounds or something like that? It's almost a no-brainer, and that'll probably allow us to get to Chinook pretty quickly. Maybe even now, if I really wanted to. Isn't it crazy how good Hot Sauce is? It just, like, destroys Cerams on, like, the 40s without really much other help, too. So yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna even discount it, like, put the heli over here. And we'll put the heli in the top right, where no balloon will ever get close to. Here's my Chinook, so we'll get ready to get rid of the Alp very soon. Oh, wait. Oh, that's pretty close. Okay, I'll use 1 more Hot Sauce this round, because apparently 2 of them still can't barely beat a MOAB. There we go, and much better. And yeah, we'll basically just move it in the bottom right corner. I don't think a balloon will get here anyways. Right? You know what I should do? Is I probably should just get a glue gunner, because it's not outlawed, of course. I don't know why I'm not getting anything other than Geraldo and his abilities, but that would probably help us. Like, slowing down the balloons. I don't know why I got this MIB also. It's kind of not needed right now. Basically, we should get like an 032 or something like that. I guess somewhere over here is fine. Oh, hang on, this is getting pretty far. And that's why I go for glue, so let's go for it now. Yeah, it has to be bottom path. Well, actually, here's what I could do. No. I was thinking, go top path without corrosive. But there's no point, because the glue strike only works if it's corrosive on MOABs. So we're really only using this, again, for bloom slow, which is always worth it. And now we got working our rabbits, because they are part of Geraldo. I think there's some things that don't count towards Geraldo's pop count, so you might see at the end of the game that Geraldo has like 1.9 million pops, but that's still fine, as long as everything else is 0. I believe that counts as an all pops. At least I would count it. Also, do I need a Maelstrom here? You know what? Just to be safe. 1 mail. It's actually crazy how good 1 mail is. For 540, you can just shred the insides of round 60. I'm make sure to keep at least 3 of them now. Wait, more hot sauce. I need 3 of them, because as you see, we are struggling a bit. I might actually need a MOAB glue too, because it seems like MOABs are getting pretty far. That's always an option. In fact, it probably is an option, so I'll get working on it, basically, once again. Put under discount that Chinook it, just to make things even cheaper. Save money that way. So I'm almost 100% certain that we cannot beat this without a Maelstrom, right? Yeah, I'll use it to be safe. Do I really want to use all of it this round? Yeah, I guess why not? Let's not, like, you know, be too cheap here. Last one. There's 63. And now we need MOAB glue, so quickly. 013. We won't move it while it's attacking. I think it does do damage while it's moving stuff. I could be wrong about that. I might very well be wrong about that. But we'll just play it super safe. As you see again, no mobs close enough to the Chinook. And now we move the thing over here. And good. Alright, round 73. Upgraded sentry turret now. So I think now we're cooking again. I'm pretty sure this late game should ideally be pretty cheap. Or pretty simple. We'll get saving on Called Arms next. Because what else would I spend it on? I could probably do Sabo's late game. That's what I'm thinking. If I don't have anything else to spend on. I don't know if Homeland's possible to afford. But I guess that would be nice as well. But probably just a luxury. More than a necessity. Oh, right, Sharpening Stone. Alright, it's about time. Now that we got the upgraded turret. Oh my god, that was close. I mean, even if I was failing, could have just restarted the round, but yeah. That's one way to save some time here. 75. We should use more hot sauce, huh? Use all the hot sauce. Screw it. Like, it's the same cost as a Maelstrom, so might as well use that if it works. So that I have for like 10 more rounds. You know, I have enough money now. Let's just buy Called Arms, and I guess I use it when need be. When do you think it's time to drop a Genie? I'm gonna start using the big Sharpening Stone on the mini turrets. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, we're getting to that point where Rabbit falls off, and you see, without a Genie, things are getting decently far. Well, I'll try to delay as long as possible. I'll just use Called Arms while I can, if I have it available. Need more shooty turrets. We actually don't get a lot of the upgraded turrets late game. It's like probably 7 or so before the end of the game. Because you get it so late, round 73. This is another round with Call to Arms instead of doing a Maelstrom or something like that. Or a Genie. Yeah, the longer you can delay the Genies, the better. Because you can't have one up for every round if you start using it. You gotta be really selective, and I guess I'll just play this more safe than sorry. If I can beat a round without it, then yeah. No point not trying. Okay, Called Arms. Called Arms is actually coming in clutch, man. The fact that we actually have all the towers back of the track means, like, by the time these balloons come in the next round, we have the cooldown up again, which was totally all planned. Yeah, just one Called Arms every round, and we'll have it up. As you see, it's back up again. That was quick, wasn't it? Okay, I'm gonna do something to be even more safe. I guess we don't get MOABs getting this far. The reason why I didn't put it here in the first place was just in case a MOAB got here. Because they can attack outside the range of the track, because they have big hitboxes. Once again, me being stingy, not going to use Genies this round, if I can help it. You know what? Screw it, actually. I think I mistimed Homeland. Or Called Arms. Actually, no, we're fine this round. JK. No Genie yet. Still no Genie used. You know what? I can actually get a Homeland. Is it worth going for? Like, it's actually affordable. Not gonna lie, it is kind of spooky seeing all this stuff get pretty far. I'll use a Homeland now, or Called Arms. Oh wait, no, MOAB. Watch this, guys. This is what I want to prevent, so I gotta restart the round. I think for this round, we'll just Maelstrom the MOABs. There's too many of them. Yes, anything to get out of using a Genie. Including an S-Mail. I think for 93, I'll start using it. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be fine here. At this point, I'm always not using Genie to prove points. More than anything else. 93 here, also easy. And yeah, with Homeland, we have an even longer duration. And stronger abilities during that downtime. Nice. Golden Genie now. Which makes it even better. Yeah, so I know it lasts 3 rounds and the recharge is 6 rounds. So if I use one now, then... okay. Anyways, Genie is a huge help. You see, I don't even need to use Homeland this round, and it just beats it. So that's cool. Now, with the rest of the money, I should just go for Sabo. And I will do so. Sabos are the next best thing that helps. I'll just put it back here. I don't think anything will get this far anyways. Famous last words. Oh, also, I forgot to do this. You should give the white potion to Geraldo. I'm gonna use another S-mail. Oh, just use this. Oh, nope. 6 pops. Back out. Okay, let's just use Homeland early this round. Shouldn't be afraid to use it. I should do this now, which I haven't been doing the entire game. The Invisibility Potion now gives +1 damage to DTs, which I probably could have used last round, but it's fine. A win's a win still. This is the last round of the Genie, so I'll make sure to use 1 for 97. Oh, actually, I don't have to. I'll use Homeland now. 97's easy, so I could probably just save the last Genie for 98, 99, 100. And that would be pretty perfect. I have so much money that I'm gonna just use the rest in Sabos. Maybe 3 of them is a good amount. I'll use a Homeland. And this should be an easy round, right? It's not. I might need to S-mail this. You know what? I have money. No point skimping around. 2 S-mails to make sure no MOABs get anywhere close. There we go, 98. And Genie. Right here. Yeah, we haven't used the Reju Potion the entire game yet. Not that I have to, but I could. You know what else you could do? Why not? These things blow back MOABs, or slow down MOABs and knock back bloons, so why not? Jerry's Fire too. We have, like, yeah, a lot of things we can do. And we don't even need to do all those things to beat 98. Because, yeah, Geraldo does it all, even after the nerfs. I might not even need to use Homeland this round. So I'll just Sabo, and I could probably get away with it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the restock. I have so many Genies, actually, I could use. I didn't realize. And there's around 100, and we're just gonna overkill, guys. How quickly can Geraldo absolutely annihilate a bad here? Well, we're going to use 3 Genies and Homeland it. And this should just melt. Right? Yeah. Absolutely destroyed the bat there, and as you see, Geraldo only has 1.7 million pops. That's because, again, other stuff stole away pops. Probably from the hot sauce or something like that. And review map just to ensure that every other tower had 0 pops. 0 on the Alchemist, 0, 0, 0. And just to make sure, there is 0 on the villages as well. And 0 on the glow. Everything else is on Geraldo. And there it is. Once again, I will say round 6 was the hardest round in the end. Hello, today I figured it might be fun to try out another all pops chimps challenge. And this time the tower of choice I have in mind is a super monkey. But you might be wondering, wait a minute, how can a super monkey get all pops on chimps mode if I only have 650 to start? Well, that's where Geraldo comes in handy, because if you didn't know, he has an item called War and Heroes Cape. Basically converts a tier 2 or lower Dark Monkey into a super monkey, which means you can start off with a Dark Monkey to solo, up until you unlock that level of Geraldo, to where you can turn that into a super monkey. Now, after all those Geraldo nerfs, I hope this challenge is still possible. As for the best tier 2 Dark Monkey to get, I feel like it'd have to be, obviously, attack speed and then range. Pierce might be a bit of an issue, but I feel like I need just more track coverage, and this gets a pretty good amount of spots. It'd be good to get Geraldo up as soon as possible so that I can actually get those levels. So let's just put him in the corner here. So the good news is that while we're slowly waiting for, I think it was level 7 Geraldo, we can still use a lot of Geraldo's items to help out. So we can do Jar Pickles to basically double the damage of Dark Monkey, which I'll probably do, but only if necessary, because I don't want to waste too much money here. Okay, and I think we're going to survive round 12 again, with no Geraldo items. Really towing the line here, not gonna lie. I think 13 has too many balloons, though, that I need to just, yeah, there's no chance. I need to use a Jar Pickles this round. Okay, there we go. There's Jar Pickles. It's not a GG, though, because it shoots a little bit slower to compensate for double damage. Still takes 2 shots to completely annihilate green balloons. You have to snipe here. Oh, crap's not gonna work. I still don't have glue yet, do I? Okay, trying some strong targeting. Let's see if this helps. Back to first for blues, that leak. Yeah, 0 TD is early game here. Things will be a lot easier once we actually get the Super Monkey up and all the buffs going. Okay, I don't think I can beat this round. Let me just try my last option here. Creepy Idol will knock back balloons. Maybe that helps us. Yeah, it's not really often I use this Geraldo item to shop. That's for sure. We need to knock back that yellow balloon, come on. Nice. Creepy Idol coming to clutch this round, very cool. Oh, wait, what? Okay, I guess a random red balloon snuck by while I wasn't looking. Okay, yeah, I think both items are the answer, there we go. That took long enough. If I can't afford the glue next round, which I can't, I think I'll have to buy this item. Actually, you know what? We might just first try 15. Hang on. Come on. Snipe. Oh, it's so close. Come on. Why isn't Creepy Idol knocking anything back? Oh, that's so unlucky. Okay, yeah, for some reason my first attempt was closer to the one bloon leaking. I just can't get close to there. So, let's just buy some glue. Yep, folks, glue is very, very, very important. So I only need to save 1.6k for the cape, which I will afford in 2 levels. If I can get a sharpening stone too, that'd be great. And now Totem's gone, and so is the pickle, so let's refresh the jar of pickles. This round might be a little bit sketchy though, yeah. Lacking palm power for the greens. Maybe I should have done 220 Dart Monkey, but again, I was hoping range would be better for coverage, but if I have to restart this, I will. Okay, yeah, seeing how hard this round is, I think I need to go top path Dart Monkey. I made a mistake from the start. Yeah, if you compare the 220 Dart Monkey versus the 022, then we're talking about like 5 pierce against 2, which is obvious which would do better, but you see the problem with the range. Die to random reds like that. Okay, this run looks good, so we should be able to afford Geraldo, just like last time, mid-round 10. Yeah, can I just say, oops, this is performing way better than the other cross path. So much so that I can probably make it to round 13. No Jar Pickles. So behold the mighty 220 Dart Monkey, destroying round 15 with ease. Like, my thinking for 022 being better was that I'd end up getting Sharpening Stone, but I guess you unlock that so late with the draw, though, that you end up never getting it before you actually end up dying. Or rather, running to a dead end. Now, I think I found one weakness with the 220, though. Regrows. This might call for a glue this round. Yeah, I'll do a glue. Okay, so for round 19 here, I'll glue again. Let's put it back here, so it doesn't eat as much pierce. Also, us popping those black balloons into multiple balloons is making us use up more pierce on the glue. Whoops. Well, that's unfortunate. And how much now to level 6? Okay, $3,000. Oh, these rounds are getting rougher and rougher. Okay, well, I guess I could Sharpening Stone for 1 more pierce, although 5 to 6 is, like, not very much. Yeah, what can I say? Round 21's got hands. So, I will glue every balloon this round. And yeah, that certainly seems like the play. We're doing much better now. There we go. I just hope I will refresh the glue in the shop quickly. Okay, and how close are we to level 6? 1.1k? I guess I'll probably glue this round to see if I can survive a bit longer. Okay, I'm afraid the glue might time out over here. Come on. Dart Monkey. Ah, so close. Okay, it looks like 10 restarts later, or we can beat it without any extra items. Alright, Geraldo level up. Okay, and now we can finally transform. And have a much easier time, thanks to the +1 pierce, the Sharpening Stone, and double damage. However, without the lead popping, and yeah, you might be wondering, how am I gonna pop leads if I have nothing from Geraldo's shop? Well, the only answer would be Outbuff, but you see the problem with Outbuff is I need to make sure the Outbuff gets 0 pops. So yeah, let's not talk about how long it took me to get to this point, because the rounds really don't get much easier from here. I am pretty sure that I need glue, because the Super Monkey only has 10 shots of AMD. You see it runs out before it even gets to the lead, so I need to wait for it to refresh. Come on. Back first. And we avoid any pops here, right? Nope, it shot. Okay, maybe what we need is a creepy idol, I don't know. Again. Yeah, there we go. We pop 1 lead back, and yep. That creepy idol is gonna come clutch for us. Same problem this round, so let's see. Yeah. Well, I guess I can afford to buy super range, so maybe it being able to shoot a little bit earlier will help us. So, come on. Yeah, not to mention the extra pierce. So right now, we don't need to worry about Alchemist. Wait, what? Oh, you know what happened? I think the creepy idol knocked it back in a way that, this thing got pops. Well, time to restart. Okay, we're back again. This time without a creepy totem, because I'm pretty sure that was the problem all along. See, 0 pop still. It's kind of weird, though, if you think about it, because if it knocks back balloons, shouldn't it knock back, like, in a straight line? So why would the balloon angle up? Well, either way, let's just get Outbuff, and hopefully no balloons get anywhere near the Alchemist anymore. Obviously, Wolf-Class balloons, they have bigger hitboxes, so we have to pop them even earlier. Anyways, I might actually consider cross-pathing this to, like, maybe 320 or 301 for more AMD. Because you see, the problem is that more leads are coming in for 3.7. And in an even higher density than 20 and 30. So let me just see, first off, yeah. We're lacking that AMD, that's for sure. Funnily enough, maybe the answer is just going tier 4. No cross-pathing, just to have more pierce on the Super Monkey's attacks. And then I'll glue again, like this. So let's see, yep. You see it? 1 AMD there. Just went through the entirety of the leads. And I'll need to do it again, come on. Shoot out, nope. Okay, let's just buy what I can afford. So, I can't buy 420, but I can buy 401, so hopefully this gets all the leads. And there we go, yep. Hopefully I can get some Geraldo Fire soon. That is next level, right? Yep, Jerry's Fire. That would allow us to have the Super Monkey pop lead balloons itself. And I can't be 38 once again. Okay, how about all the above and the Jar Pickles to boot for double damage on the Super Monkey? And I think... Okay, we just have to use literally every Geraldo item from shop. Oh, hang on, there's one more lead. Okay, we got it, we're good. Now, let's see if I can survive the MOAB here without it hitting the Alchemist. Nope. Okay, so I guess I'll buy Epic Range and use the last of my glues for the MOAB insides. It should pop earlier because of... Okay, no, it still doesn't pop. Oh, hang on, I could buy Jerry's Farm for 1.1k. Man, we really gotta pull all the stops around, don't we? Well, let's hope it makes a difference. Please, 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 please. It's still got 1 pop. But barely. You know, this game can be very, very, very cruel sometimes. I don't think there's a way out of this. Okay, there's literally only one option at this point, unless I want to restart. Knockback. Even then, I don't know if it's enough. Nope, not enough. Alright, so I've done the task of moving the Super Monkey and the Alchemist 2 pixels to the right. Let's see if it makes a difference now. So, come on... It lands. The problem is, if only there's a way for the Alchemist to miss the balloons, but I don't know how. Okay, guys, I think we're actually left with no choice. We have to go for the bad crossbat super. Knockback and pickle. This definitely looks like it works now, so 3, 2, 1. It's my last hope. That's doing so slowly, and it's perfect. Wait. Holy crap, it shot, but it didn't actually get any pops because of knockback. Holy crap. What a save, what a save. So, my plan originally was to go for a Sun Avatar. Because I figured that would be the easiest late game, 3-2-0 shreds, but I guess since we can't do that now, next best is probably Rogue Monkey, right? The ISAB Monkey. In case you guys don't remember, I actually did do the ISAB Monkey as a 2 million pops challenge a while back. And I failed it, because that was 3 years ago, and we didn't have Geraldo back then. So I guess you could consider this the remastered version. Yeah, we're skipping over the 2 million pops, just going for all pops. Because yeah, imagine failing the 2 million pops challenge, but possibly succeeding in all pops. Now, I can afford Rogue Monkey, but I want to save money first off, so discount village for sure. So the goal late game is to be able to afford Permbrew, then a Chinook as well, so that I can move it away from the Rogue Monkey. And so I can finally actually use more than 10% of Cubism's length to pop balloons, because right now this is really annoying. Saving up 65k for Permbrew is definitely no easy task, especially when I only have 6 inches to really pop balloons. So I'm gonna need to find the cheapest and most powerful support options available to carry this Rogue Monkey to there. So first off, that would be Jungle Drones, which I already have. This thing also can't pop leads, but that's why we have Jerry's Fire, so I think we're fine. Not spending all that money on a MIB yet. And yeah, I guess Overclock is probably worth it too, right? 67% more power. I guess since placement doesn't matter, since no balloons are even getting this to this point anyways. We can just put it in the top right. And let's see if I need a glue for this round or not. Okay, nope. Damn, not gonna lie, ISAB Monkey is pretty cracked. And all we really have is an out buff on it and Geraldo's Sharpening Stone. What's weird is that I haven't had to refresh Geraldo's Sharpening Stone. It's supposed to only last 10 or 15 rounds, but as you see, there's no number on it. I don't know what happened. It probably has something to do with, I don't know, transforming the Dark Monkey to a super. And so, yeah, but permanent Pierce buff. I'll take that. This round has lead balloons, so I'm definitely going to need to drop a Jerry Fire. Just trying to save money any way I can, and, oh, crap. Okay, I need a little bit more. I was thinking about gluing, but I could probably just go for a Jar of Pickles too. Because I'm pretty sure the darts only do like 1 damage, so giving +1. Yeah, look how huge that is. That saves more money than the glue, because this lasts more rounds, of course. Oh, also, I guess I could buy a Count Village, but since this is cheaper, just giving 1 Count Pot every 10 rounds. Or however long. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be the difference between affording Permbrew or not, so gotta hold off on that. Same with the MOAB glue. I'm thinking I might need it for like ZMGs. Around 80, but if this is actually enough damage, then I'll try to hold off. I'm kinda curious if I need anything for the 3 BFBs here, because that's a lot of balloons. And that is very, very close to having the Alchemist attack stuff. But we're good. And now for 76. I'll drop glue and a grow blocker if I need to. But I'm good. I'm pretty sure the only reason that's possible now is because of the crits that they added to the ISAB monkey. Also, that's so... Yep, that's hitting. Yep, okay. So again, as I said earlier, I'd do a MOAB glue if I was struggling, so 013. And let's go again. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the crits. They're so huge, man. And this is... Oh, it popped. It hit the MOABs. Yeah, you know it's not a good sign when 77 is hard. Let's see. I'll try to drop a glue. But yeah, it keeps saying the MOAB. Okay. Okay, hang on. I just realized I could probably do the other way around. Like, what if I go for Chinook before Permbrew? This is gonna suck, obviously. Gonna double discount it. But we could probably survive without Permbrew. But if we have the whole track length, then this should be easily doable. So I guess it's gotta be the game plan. I'm gonna move the Alchemist away as soon as the ability is up again. And I'll go ahead and move it to the top right corner so that it doesn't, I don't know, take anything away. MOABs might hit, but I don't think I expect the BFB to get that far, so we're fine. And honestly, this is nice and refreshing, not having to worry about balloons getting far. Ah, yes. You see, who needs Alp buff when we have Overclock, Pickle, Sharpening Stone, Jerry Fire? This is definitely a lot less stressful, I gotta say, and I don't even need to drop a MOAB glue because I have so much track length. So if I'm doing the math right, then I should be able to afford this in the late 80s. 82 is causing problems though, so be careful. I'm just watching to make sure Cerams don't get any pops on the heli. Okay, 87 is pretty tough. We'll refresh the Jar Pickles and the Jerry Fire. And also, I forgot, we upgraded the Sharpening Stone, so now I can get +1 damage permanently. Well, I mean, 10 rounds worth, but we're only 10k away now. Hang on. Gotta pop them over here before they exit. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Alchemist will hit. But we're okay. Still 0. Oh crap, I just realized I don't have anything for round 90. I guess I'll glue this round. Let's see if anything hits. Yep, the heli hits it. Does it damage though? Oh, it doesn't. It's still not enough though. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have no choice this round but to go for a mid. But that means I can't afford my Permbrew for another couple rounds. But I guess since I've been doing okay up till now, probably afford to do that. One last try though, just to see. See if it is possible at all to break this down, and it is not. Alright, so I'm now 9k away, so probably around 93 or something, I'm guessing. Well, that really sucks, but yeah, not really much of a choice. Another problem is that when I get Permbrew, I don't want to buy it right now, so that it would end up outbuffing the, you know, Engineer permanently, and I don't want to give it that much range, so I need to find a way to, like, move it in, stealthily upgrade, and then give the outbuff, and then quickly move it away. But remember, that's gonna be hard because I don't have two ability cooldowns. Or I guess what I could do is I could use the rejuvenation if I don't think I can wait for multiple Chinook abilities, if that makes sense. 92 is pretty scary, but otherwise we're fine. Yep, I think I can afford a mid 93. Okay, so this has gotta be lightning fast. I got a Perma-Brew. Move it here. Quickly. Got it. Oh crap, I just realized it gives more range. Okay. I guess I could put it a little bit further away, but that's the gist. And let's see if it... it's not strong enough still to not touch the Alk. You see, the problem too is that I can't even buy another glue until I make some money from the balloons here, so... Come on. Okay, we did it. We avoided. Okay, now I gotta quickly get a MOAB glue. Come on. Or I could rejuvenation potion and then move out, but I'll see if I can survive. Come on. 013. 20 pops. Crap. Okay, I'll do the rejuvenation potion strategy. Okay, so glue. And let's stealthily move out once I make $2,000. Come on. There. See ya. Bottom left corner, and let's lock this in place over here as well. And let's do a quick pop count check to make sure nothing got pops. And we are good. We did it. I don't want to say we won right now, but we are in a very good spot because nothing will grab any pops. Actually, I think Geraldo... Oh crap, I Permbrew Geraldo. I guess I can't get any BFBs or ZMGs over here. I'll figure out how to deal with that later, I guess. As you see, though, Permbrew is a huge power spike, and I'm pretty sure we can just beat all 100 rounds like this. Just, of course, a reminder to refresh items of the shop when I need to, so... pickle. And fire. I guess we'll also give it a count bot. I think it gives it... yeah, it gives it way more range. That's good. I'll buy a primary training for more glue splatter. And I didn't realize it, but I think I can afford... hang on. That's so close to hitting, Gibraldo. But 0 pops. As long as it's not BFBs getting to this point, we are fine. Do you think I should go for this, though? Call to arms. I think it's worth it for 100. Because I don't see anything else giving us more bad damage, so... hopefully it works. Oh, yes, also I have the Reju potion for back-to-back called arms. So I think that makes it even better. 99. Easy round. And here we go, the final round. Can we finish the deed? Let's just use called arms immediately and then refresh it once it's off. Watching the animation. Looks like it's off now, so let's refresh. And again, overclock can do all that. And maybe I'll move, hang on. Hang on, let's see if I can stealthily do this. Top left corner is now unoccupied. And I don't think Permbrew will reach here, but if it does, well, F me. I'll watch carefully, though. Oh, also, I can refresh the shop again if I need to, but that's okay. That's gonna hit. Okay, so I guess since I do have 2 Geraldo resets, I can use my third Chinook to move the Permbrew up here, too, I guess. And let's see. Come on. Another called arms. There's still a chance the ZMG might hit here, so please. Pop. I'll do a glue if it's... I don't think it stacks, but I'll do it anyways. Screw it. And if everything looks correct, I think we got every single pop on a Super Monkey. I guess I should have expected it, but that was a lot harder than I anticipated it being. So again, let me just double check. Nil, nil, nil. 0, zilch, nada. Even check the villages to be safe, because you never know. But yeah, from 2 million pops not being possible in this tower, to now all pops chimps being possible. What a difference a couple years makes. Today we're doing some engineer gaming. So if you didn't know, in this update, the Century Expert got its 20th buff. So with that, I want to do an interesting all pops challenge. If anybody remember, like, half a year ago, I made a video with the Permacharge all pops. Now I want to do it with the Century Paragon. And what map I'm going to do it on? In the Loop. I believe it has been done on other maps like Logs of Cubism, so I'm going to try a map that I don't believe has been done to my knowledge. So I don't even know if it's doable, but we're going to try our damnedest. I'm going to say for the 1 billionth time, challenge editor is broken, I can't press continue. So I must use Odyssey editor, which is kind of annoying because there's only 16 towers, so I have to make sure the towers I get rid of, I know for sure I'm not going to use. Ben doesn't add to pop count, so basically how APC is done, the tower doesn't have to get 2 million, just every other tower has to be 0. So Ben's Siphon can be good. Alright, let's just start. I think we're ready. So basically, engineers straight in the middle is probably best, and then we'll start. Now, I took Ben just in case I need to use him. I'm not sure if I'm going to use him at all, but there's a few things that can be useful. One, his biohack gives +1 damage, so if I don't think Century Expert's strong enough, then I can definitely drop him down whenever I need him. And Siphon. Decrease the density of, like, around 98. Obviously, the downside is that, his Trojan loses you money, so obviously, I'm gonna wait as long as I can to drop him, if I need to drop him. I'm going mid to bottom. Bottom got buffed, but mid is still better because MOAB damage. MOAB damage is still pretty bad with Century Expert, so I definitely need a +1 to survive mid-game. That's probably the hardest part of this challenge. Surviving 34,560 for Paragon. Because here's the thing, I can't outbuff, because outbuff will take away pops. I can overclock. I believe there is a spot right here for the overclock that will not touch anything. Let's talk about potential, potential towers, because obviously most of these here I'm not going to use. I'm definitely going to get Homeland, if I can. Primary training for my glue gunners. That's definitely very important. MOAB glue. Tiny hand glue gunners. Let me just go for the sub now. There we go. So I need this, because I can't afford, obviously, a Camel Village by 24. So I guess I'll talk about buffs. This guy's attack speed has gone much faster. This guy does +1 damage in exchange for slightly less attack speed. And this has more pierce. Those are all the buffs that are relevant to this challenge. That said, I'm gonna go for discounts, like, pretty much right now. So you see, 1 MOAB here, my goodness, it gets far. So I'm definitely going to need, yeah, for rounds like round 50, I think it's absolutely necessary to get another. Alright, so round 43, I think I'm dead. This is a really bad spot. Come on. I'm gonna keep trying until we get it. There's pin when restarting the round. Oh my god, I just saw a pin. Hold on. Hold on. You're right, there might be a bug. Wait. Look. Yeah, I have deconstruction. But some of the towers are pinning, which is awesome. Now let's see if that's enough to win us this round. Come on. Gotta put on strong for the ceramic there. First. Very close. Let's keep trying. Okay, so we do survive 43 by some micro, but again, I'm probably going to need to get a glue. Alright, I'm gonna drop my glue here now. More glue. And I got P training too, so more range, more pierce. I feel like it's spawning here is really bad. I could probably put glue gunners here to compensate for that, but they'd be in really weird spots like this. So we're dead here, right? Okay, round 50, round 50. Again, I told you the MOAB damage stinks. I'll try putting them on strong. Come on, micro, micro, micro. Let's put the ice on strong. Yikes, this spawning is awful. Why don't they spawn closer to the NG instead of being so scattered? I'm gonna start by dropping a few tiny hack glue gunners, so I mean 102s. And we leaked to ceramic, and there are leads too. Well, this isn't good. I did sandbox testing, and every time I tested sandbox, they never spawned like this, which is weird. It's only happening in this game. And no, I even had the middle covered with glues, not even on the side. What the hell is this boom sentry spot? Guys, you're killing me with these 2 sentries. It's actually mind-boggling how dumb the spawns are. They're spawning away from the track. Away from the balloons. So watch this, guys. I'm in sandbox. Look at where they're spawning. They're not spawning on the side. They're spawning, like, pretty close to each other, so what's up with this? Is it because it's a challenge editor and not a real game? Really mind-boggling. And really hurts my chances of, you know, getting all pops on the engineer. I'm thinking logs, guys. If we're gonna get dicked like this, then why don't we just get dicked on logs? Yeah, let's do it. Logs. I think even if it's bugged on logs, we can overcome that because, I mean, every placement on logs can still get a good amount of track, unlike in the loop. Because if it spawns in a bad place in the loop, then it misses a whole lot. Yep, you can never escape logs, guys. Welcome back home. Now for the spot, I think here's fine. Probably doesn't make a big difference. Actually, no, if it's bugged, I probably... Nah, it's fine, it's fine. I'd rather sentry spawn bottom than top, because bottom gets the exit. So a couple good news on logs. I believe I can still use overclock, even though you might think, wait, it's so big range and there's no place on the map where it won't ever attack, but behind the log, line of sight, I think it can avoid bads. Like, up here. The only problem is that foam actually lands on the track even with line of sight, but foam only does damage if there's a lead balloon. DDT is the only decamos, so as long as, you know, we get Paragon to make sure there's no leads, then foam will never do damage. Is Grand Sabo allowed? Grand Sabo actually adds to damage count, so that's not allowed. Just anything, again, that doesn't add to the pop count of a tower, so they're all 0 except for the NG. That's why I believe, or I will personally allow Siphon, but on logs, probably not needed. I think we do need a MOAB glue. I'll be surprised if we just straight up buy this. That'd be crazy. Rigger Rainbows. Up to kill me. So this is the first time I retried last round. I'll probably just buy a grow blocker, to be honest. Oh my god, you see here, yes. This is when it gets bugged, guys. When I press retry last round, the game is glitched. Notice that they're pinning now. and they're spawning very far apart. It was very noticeable. Yeah, this is not spawning where I needed to for the exit, so I think I gotta drop MOAB glue now. There is no other choice. 013, and then we'll buy P training. Hopefully we will afford this before 63. Yep, so as you see, Paragon is affordable right now. Right in time for camo leads. Ain't that perfect. And from now on, we should have a pretty easy time. Like, until around 80, 90, so I think right now we just go for Homeland. I could do Overclock, but I think it's fine if we rush this first. Honestly, if round 100's easy, I don't mind actually giving it a run. Like, past round 100. Oh, wait, I can't. It's challenge editor, and I stopped at 101. Does anybody know a way to edit the end round of a challenge without restarting all over? If so, then maybe I'll try going past 100, but yeah, I probably should have put round 300 then. And just with one blink, we're already at Homeland. That was fast. Here's the Homeland. Round 88. I guess I'll go for, what do you call it? Engineer next. The middle path engineer. I'm just gonna Homeland for the memes. Just to show you how much better it gets. So the thing with Paragon, is that Homeland, like, doubles the effects on the engineer. Because, for one, the sentries themselves spawn faster, and so does this guy. He spawns even more sentries, so you get double the amount of sentries for the duration, and all the sentries are basically double the speed. So we're talking X4. Don't you love it when you get double multipliers? See again? Homeland. Oh my god, that damage. Oh my god. I don't even know if this is legal, guys. We have like 15 sentries when we OC and Homeland at its peak. And in case you're wondering if foam adds damage to GTs, again, no. 0. And that's why it works. That's why you can use it. Very awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're gonna Homeland now, I guess, right? Why not? Look at how fast it dies. Unfortunately, I wasted some time because it was under the log, but in a moment we should have this. Come on. Nice. And again, just to verify, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We only used 6 towers so far. That's crazy as well. On top of this guy getting all the pops. Also, in case you're wondering, how come it didn't have 2.04 million right when round 100 ended? Because doesn't round 1 to 100 have 2.04? Well, yes, but I think there's a bug with Engineer that it doesn't pop. It doesn't count all the pops for some reason, so it's short like 10,000 or so. So with that, GG. So what I do to continue is I exit the game now. Okay, let me exit. So we loaded back the game. I'm gonna go back to Edit Odyssey. And do I press continue? Continue Odyssey. Let's see if it works. Crossing fingers. Wait, no, I'm moving on to the next map. It doesn't work. Wait a minute. Well, that's not what I expected. I kind of want logs back. To continue this, the other map has to be, logs. Yeah, it has to be logs. I can't edit this, right? I kind of want to try logs, not tree stump. I don't think we're going to do very well here. Like, at all. Can I edit it without actually having to redo it? So do I press home here? So here we go. I'm going to press restart. Okay. I'm going to now edit Odyssey. Well, I can press this, right? And then I'm going to go to... I'm just going to press 300. Okay. I'm going to press continue, and I'm going to play, and then just select the towers I had. Alright, I think I'm ready. So I'm going to press start Odyssey and see what happens. Is it round 102? Yes. Well, ladies and gents, we did it. Thank you, Braces on Discord, for showing me how to do it. Let's go now. And we saved the money too, like, everything is right. Everything is just as it is, as it should be. Now let me just see what I want in terms of, what tower to get next. First off, I'm going to buy Splatter. I should go for Sabo, then maybe another call to arms. Let me just nuke out 102 here. Okay, so now that I'm going Sabos, I gotta make sure the placement, again, will not take pops away, so here's what I'm thinking. This spot is fine. Ignore the fact that we lost. We can easily fix it. So here, I believe, will not hit anything on the left side. So I found 3 spots, okay? This, and this. That makes 4 Sabos. That's good. Okay, so we do glue hose and then 2 Sabos. Let's try. So this will definitely slow down ceramics, so I have time to get things up. It gets most of them. It misses a few, but it's not a biggie, right? Not a biggie? It's a biggie. Get him. Homeland. And I think we're safe. See here? 0 and 0. Well done. Well done. 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on updating you. He's curious about if the tower still pops. Currently, no. We good. This part's rough. Done it. I know I'm playing very risky with the timings of my homeland, but again, I like to live life on the edge. What can you say? No save, nothing. We are closing on CTA. I'm gonna try to get it up now. Well, I guess I'll work on it. Like, here's fine. You just gotta put it in range of the NG because it doesn't work full range. So, yeah. We're 1k off. 1k. 2 is really all we need. I could do 3, but the money's probably not there. Also, should I go for Ben now? I don't think I'm losing that much money from Trojan. Like, I'm barely even making money in the first place, so I might actually want Siphon to, like, lower the amount of ZMGs, maybe. Like, turning ZMGs into BFBs is huge. Huge. That just cuts away so much RBE. I mean, I'm only really gonna get 1 more Sabo. And then maybe another MOAB glue. It's not a lot of money. I say we go for it, alright? I say Siphon's worth the money lost. So, I'm just gonna drop it here. So, we make sure, even if we get biohack, if we do decide to biohack, it'll be in range. That's a lot of DTs, so it'd be a shame if I got rid of all of them with 1 homeland. Alright. Again, I have to keep using Called Arms. I need to keep remembering that. Even Called Arms destroys 118. That easily. And yeah, this is actually, yeah, even up to round 120, very easy. Pretty chill all around, if I say so myself. Bad time. We're going to Called Arms here. Please don't hit. If it hits, we lost. Ooh, good thing. Good thing Sandbox came in handy there. All those sentries and bats are actually kind of defending it. They're holding their ground. Maybe I should put someone strong. Yeah, put someone strong. We gotta focus the last bad. It's getting real far. So I am gonna homeland here because 120 is very easy. Very easy. They didn't change that. And yeah. Here we go, boys. But I'm gonna keep going. I want to see just how long until I run into a round where, well, it's either impossible to get through without getting pops, or, I don't know, just not beatable, you know? I am very curious if we can get to round 140, but I highly doubt it. I just gotta use them when they're all up to maximize the amount of centuries. There's never a reason not to use the village abilities. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go for the MOAB glue now. Wait. I can't get double discount or P training. Kill me. I'm gonna say worth. I mean, what else would I get? Another homeland? Or Called Arms? Low-key. Not a bad idea. But I don't have 30k. Alright, so round 125, we're just gonna do the usual damage check. All zeros across the board. Just making sure none of them attack. Yep, all zeros. Can we be the first round 140 completion with Sentry Paragon, all pops? That would be something. I didn't even try to. I didn't even think it was possible. I'm just most scared about the Fortified Bad, because I don't know if these engineers have enough single target damage in the bag. I don't think so, actually. Like, and Sabo's don't work on bads, obviously, so I'm dead. Grand Sabo does damage too, so that's another rip. I think we're all but toast on 140. I'll take 139, though. Come on. I can't Sabo here. Or I can't, Siphon. Huh? Oh my god! Okay, guys, a really bad thing happened. I'm dead here because Homelands don't save, between rounds. So, I happened to use the ability 1 second before 127 ended. I probably should have known better, but I was just kind of, speed running, if you know. So, when you speed run, you're bound to make mistakes, and, yeah, this is, I think it's pretty much game over without Homeland, ladies and gents. I know that Overclock saves, but things like Homeland and other things, they don't save. So, unfortunately, I know we can get past around 128, but with this current save, I've bricked walled. I've bricked walled at 128. If I had to guess, probably like 130. Mid 130s is when it would truly fail. You may not know for sure, but look at that. 12.4 million pops, guys, on the Century Paragon before either a single tower got pops or until we died. And yeah, we went until we died. All in all, I'd say still pretty impressive. The challenge is simple. Can one single Dart Monkey pop every single balloon in Chimps mode? That is right, the most beginner tower in the game. It's gonna be a tall task, but here is how I'm gonna tackle it. So first off, this spot for round 6. I'll explain more in a second, but this is a challenge that I've done many times in the past, but like with various towers and all that, but never with just this guy. Now, just to get this out of the way, which cross path am I going to go for? At this point, you can see there's only 2 options. Either Cross to Master I could go, or Middle Path. I personally have seen enough Cross Master, so you know what? We're gonna go for the Middle Path. Triple Shot if I can afford it. Come on. Oh my god. Wait, no, I just got it. Oof, that balloon. I thought it was gonna sneak through, but luckily, it did not. And we hold the line. But yeah, I'm going Middle Path. I don't know what I'm gonna stop at, whether it be Super Monkey Fan Club or even Plaz Fan Club, but it's gonna be one of these upgrades. We'll get extra range, because I think it makes it see even earlier, which is good. We'll also go ahead and drop Geraldo down in the corner, so that we can get that level and get the items, because it's gonna be very important for the Dart Monkey. Dart Monkey eats up Geraldo's buffs very, very well. Now, let me explain first off the placement. Why am I not putting it smack dab in the middle? Well, the answer is Lead Balloon. Lead balloons are the bane of a lot of all pops challenges, as you may have seen again in the past. So the only way to pop lead without actually giving a pop to another tower is simply Alk buff. If I give a acidic mixture dip, that tower can pop lead, and that's the only viable option because you obviously can't afford Jerry Fire. You unlock that in like the late 30s, and the first lead is on 28, so that explains it. Now, let me see how long I can solo with a 032. The longer I can hold off without using Geraldo items, that would be great. This round's gonna be a bit annoying though. Strong targeting. Back at first for the leakers, and we should hold a line here, nice. I don't think I can do it for 2021 though, just simply too many balloons, so I don't think the money's there for a 360 just yet. Nope. What do we have in Geraldo's shop? Only Char Pickle, no Sharpening Stone just yet, but I think Pickle's good, because the darts do 1 damage, this basically doubles it at the cost of attack speed, but that's still a DPS increase. Is that right? So what I'm doing right now, I think to maximize is, well, Strong, but Strong is actually hitting the wrong way. Better than nothing. But yep, this holds easily. Should hold till I afford my 300 alcohol fillet. So placement. I put my dart in a spot, so if I do alk, it should hopefully avoid the smaller class MOABs, you know, that shoot through the very beginning, and the balloon track. So I think here's good. Let's hope it is. Nice, I can afford it. Round of 23. Alk is huge though, not just for the lead popping, but for the sheer fact that Alk buff plus this is amazing. Low damage, lots of projectiles. You'd love to see those synergies. I guess I'm gonna try to go for a 400. Might as well get the upgraded, since the Alk doesn't get any stronger by upgrading it itself. Okay, this run's a little bit tricky because there are regrow zebras at the end, assuming I don't die here as well. Yeah, okay. Do I have Sharpening Stone yet? Yes, I do. It's only pretty much $22 per round because the last 10 rounds, so I bet it's worth it. I think the triple shot has a base of 2 here, so I mean, do the math, and it's a big add, even if you include the fact that Outbuff makes the percentage lower. And voila! Stim has been afforded. My triple dart probably enjoys the fact that it's being stimulated right now. Now, if I could hold all the way to round 39 like this, because honestly, then I might just go straight for the Super Monkey Fan Club, because it's not just the ability that I get. If you didn't know, the Super Monkey Fan Club, I'm close to dying here, but the Super Monkey Fan Club increases the base attack speed of the triple dart like 33% or so it's a pretty big deal. Obviously, not very cost efficient, but yeah, we're getting the ability with it, and a better passive. Holy crap, Dart Monkey is shredding right now. It's crazy. This part's gonna be tricky because, again, it regrows. I'll do last starting so they don't regrow. But, oh crap, they're all black balloons now. I should hold the line. Come on. One balloon left. Okay, I can feel it. This is the run here. Strong targeting to break down the regrows. Oh yeah, beautiful. Actually, why did I even do all this? I can't even afford Pass Fan Club yet. God damn. $94 separates us from the big boy upgrade. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need some items here. Say, what is the cheapest item here? Probably this? I don't think this is gonna be enough time. Let me just see. Well, the Alk is gonna hit anyway, so never mind with that. Well, this sucks because I probably did all that effort on the last round for nothing. If I'm gonna have to spend on a damn village, I'm pretty sure. I tried Pickle, alone doesn't work either. But surely, given extra range on P training and Jungle Drums, it should make a difference. I could also contemplate cross-pathing the tier 4 Alk because, like, the fact of the matter is, cross-pathing doesn't matter. Also, I'm still gonna glue and totem here. But yeah, 420, 400, or 401, it's gonna, like, 1 damage is gonna happen anyway, if it does end up hitting. And that was a clutch glue and totem. Nice. So now only 4k to go. All I gotta do here is beat 43 with just the Pickle. I didn't even read Sharpening Stone, but apparently that's going to work. Nice. There it is. Enjoy 33% extra attack speed. Now, don't mind, it is time for the discount. I think I'm also going to get P Mentoring at this time too for 10% attack, like, ability cooldown rate. That'll make the fan club just a teeny bit more reliable. I think I'm probably going to have to pull out the ability here, or nah. I will just be super safe. But so that I don't have to keep relying on the abilities all the time, I guess we can just go for some early glue gunners like Relentless. Would probably be a huge get. Or literally just, I could even just spam 011 glues for cheap. Now, we'll go for the bigger one upgrade though. Now, obviously, there was no camo on the glues, so that's why I'm thinking I probably might just bank on all those camo pots if I, like, want a camo on the glue. Like, spamming those is probably cheaper than having to buy a whole ass 020 village, you know what I mean? Alright, there's Relentless. And it's crazy that just the triple shot alone plus outbuff is so good that I don't even have to buy Jury Fire. Normally, weak towers have to be carried in the mid game by this thing, but not for this guy. Look, this thing is holding off way better than I expected so far, although, to be fair, credit to the Relentless, because honestly, it's so useful, even in the early game here. I'm seeing, like, the balloons pretty much never get anywhere, because of the fact that, you know, they're just getting stunned every time we pop a balloon, which is very often, mind you. See that? Like, it's just non-stop pop, and the balloons don't go anywhere. My goodness, is that correct? Now, let's go for an overclock next. Since I already used the other corner for Givaldo, it's gonna be over here, but I'm pretty sure from memory, if memory serves you correctly, overclock is, sadly, its range is big enough here that it will hit BTDs. So there is one of two options come round 100. I either Chinook this away on round 100, or I pop it before it gets to, well, that bend, which is a pretty tall task, but I feel like Dart Monkey is perfect for single target, is it not? Fan Club. Also, Camo Lead. Okay, fine, we'll just do Jury Fire. I don't think this Alk is to be trusted. And wait, why does it have 19 pops? I thought this didn't hit MOABs, like, on that first lane, but does it actually? Now, luckily, as you see at the bottom here, I have enabled a Time Machine mod. So I can go back to any round of my choosing to see when I got those pops. Round 55, I still had it. How about 51? I didn't have it. Okay, we can actually find the exact round where you got it on. 53? No. 54? Yes. The culprit was 54. I guess we'll take a look and see why. So I'm watching carefully. Not hitting, not hitting. It must have been maybe a MOAB getting this far, and I didn't pay attention. I guess so. But yeah, you see, I might as well at this point just go for a Chinook to also move the Alpha out of the way. Come late game, it's probably not going to be a big deal to lose it. Because remember, at the end, I'm going to probably be fan clubbing this 24/7, so there's going to be barely any shots or it's out. See even here. Less Doom Bubbles for the time machine, otherwise we'd probably have to restart the whole run all over. Now, BFBs I'm pretty sure are big enough that the Alk will hit them, so I really gotta make sure to take those down fast. So now what after Overclock? How about some more reliability? I like the ability, so I think I'm just gonna go for another Fan Club. These have really tiny range, so don't worry, they can be above, and it still wouldn't be as close as the Overclock would. 3 is usually safe enough to, like, have close to full uptime on the Fan Club, especially with 1 with P mentoring. But I might just stick at 2, reason being, might it be worth entertaining the idea of a Plasma Monkey Fan Club? Like, either on the main dart or the side chick, or side dart. But honestly, I think it's worse to upgrade the main dart to Plasma Fan Club, because, remember with tier 5s, Overclock uptime is much lower. I'm also not going to beat this round. So, how about a single Sharpening Stone? That's a lot of balloons, but I think we got this, even though the Fan Club timed out. Nice, and still holding 0 pops, you should be able to get the second Fan Club this round. Now my question is, do I even bother with a Fan Club? Because it's so expensive, or Plasma, I mean. For $48,000, I could simply just buy a Homeland Defense, that'd be cheaper. So basically, I'm asking, is it better to have Called Arms plus Plasma Fan Club, or Homeland and only Super Monkey Fan Clubs? I'm honestly not sure, so again, maybe that's why we have Time Machine, so we can go back in time and reverse their decision. But regardless, I think I'm gonna need Called Arms no matter what. So in that case, why did I even bother talking about giving Camel Pot to the glue? Actually, I know why. It's because it doesn't reach, and I messed up. Well, if only there's a way I could Time Machine back to, like, moving the glue here without actually having to go back to, like, round 40 or whatnot, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, it's only actually $200, if that is the case. Okay, this is getting close. Or rather, BFBs are seemingly surviving long enough now to maybe be in danger. I don't know if I can save for Called Arms. Maybe an intermediate option's better. Yeah, it got 13 pops, so reset here. Maybe it's actually better just to go for Glue Storm first, because +2 damage, just again, a low damage tower is huge. Sadly, again, Glue Storm uptime is rough, but we find a way to live with that, I suppose. So basically, Glue Strike now while it's active, and that should hopefully, yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage really quickly, and you should be free from it hitting the Alk, with the Alk hitting it nice. This is awkward. Crap. 23 pops. It's okay, practice makes perfect. This run is clean as Mr. Clean. Sorry, that was my worst stroke in a while. Yeah, Glue Strike is real nice, because we can just simply, for the Ram Waves, activate when it comes in, and then easy +2 damage across everything. Nice. Glue Storm should be afforded in the middle of 79 here, which is great, because holy crap. This round probably be Rigger Farm if we didn't get it. Actually, it still might be. Crud. Or maybe it just doesn't create enough balloons, hopefully. Nah, who am I kidding? This is absolutely awful. Oh god, oh god. Well, I could just do a Jar of Pickle, because that increases the Jerry Fire damage. Obviously, it doesn't benefit too often, +1 for Glue Storm, but I don't know. Actually, hang on, it looks a lot better right now. This is clean, this is good. The only problem is, again, when the BFBs pop, we're kinda screwed, because there's gonna be so many other balloons on the field that the Rigger Rainbows are probably going to take over, right? Or, nope, that's good, that's good. We did it. Now, the more I look at it, the more bleak things look, because I don't know how I'm gonna save up $40,000 for, like, either Fan Club or even Homeland Defense. I was talking about affording one of those things, but the answer might just be neither. Maybe getting Glue Strike was or Glue Storm was a bad choice, because that's really expensive, but nah, I feel like I need the +2 right now. Unless there's some way to probably have saved for it earlier. Well, too late for now. Man, FPVs being in range of the Alk is really annoying though, because I have to put it on strong so early to trigger them, but that ends up popping a crap ton of stuff at once. And wait, what? MOABs also hit it. That makes no sense, because I definitely saw a wave of MOABs there in the Alk. Yeah, this is weird. What a disaster class of events right now. Well, I guess I leave it on first then and pop the MOABs too, along with the FPVs here. I got a count pot, and I think that's a huge difference. The range is needed. It's when they turn, and then the tail. See? This is so annoying. Whoa, this time, it's so weird. I don't understand. Is it RNG or what? Because there were like a line of F-mobs this time, but it did not hit. So strange. We also bought cross-pathing, by the way, because why not? This one's gonna be tight. Fan Club? Don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. Okay, this time, we're also clear. Level 16 Geraldo's Shop just hit. Now we get the upgraded Jerry Fire. And as much as I want to get a Chinook right now, I think I just want more damage. Call to arms. And then get Chinook after this, I think. I'm sorry, but I need it. I need it badly. Oh yeah, is it ever big? We've got all 4 active right now. All 4 abilities for a massive... looks like IDK 3000 DPS. Pretty good for, you know, just a single Fan Club. Especially when you consider that, like, how you're supposed to use Fan Club is use it with 10 Dart Monkeys. But this alone can do all that. Isn't this just much more fun than a Cross Master, folks? I don't know. That's just me, though. Since we're out of the range of affording any of these 40k upgrades, I think I might as well go for a third, like, Super Monkey Fan Club. A third Fan Club has hit the All Pops Gyms challenge, folks. Now we're definitely going for Chinook. And with the Spear Catch, hopefully I also have enough to afford a Sabo, because boy, are these balloons ever so fast. I just cannot right now with this stupid Alk and Run 92, please. I think this run we're finally safe. It probably took me like 5 tries. Step 1 done. Step 2, break down the ZMGs before they also get down to MOABs. Part of me is thinking I probably should have just got this before Call Arms. Because then we have so much more time for them to pop down to mobs, you know what I mean? It is inevitable, but it just keeps on happening for this round. This run is looking the best it's ever looked. Please, for the love of goodness, Alk, do not throw. Thank you. Another round that probably took about 5 billion hours. Almost there, though. I think 2 more... We can probably afford it by the middle of 94. This is all because of one, like, pixel too much. I don't know how I'm gonna survive 94, by the way, with these EMGs, but just hope and pray. 2 out of 4 down. 3 out of 4 down. Somehow hope that the Alk doesn't shoot, but I'm pretty sure it would have shot. Yeah, it shot now. Damn. Okay, I officially give up. I think it's easier at this point to go back to... What round was it? Before we got called arms. Was it 84? Yeah. I mean, all it'll do is make the next 7 rounds a little bit harder, but it saves so much. And we'll even double discount it. And I'd say moving the out buff all the way back here is good. It shouldn't have, well, if balloons are getting that far in the first place, we already lost. And look how much less stressful this is now. I can freely let ZMGs get this far, and I'm not even worried about, like, coming anywhere near close to dying. Oh yeah, at the same time, I also just realized I could move the Dart Monkey a little bit up. Or somewhere else, but honestly, I like kind of where this is right now, because it gets the exit if it needs to, and it gets good enough coverage. And I wouldn't have had MIB if I moved my Dart Monkey over here, which probably would have been the only better possible placement. Going the other route was not that easy. I've had to try this round like another dozen times, but I think just a little bit more money from next round, and we get called arms. The struggle is definitely real. There we go, got it. Should come in huge for the tail part of this. And with that, we are back. I'm just very scared about Geraldo here. Almost hit BFBs, but luckily we're clear of that as well. Good news, we finally got our 3rd fan club for 94, but I'm not gonna lie, things look bleak. The fact that 94 is taking this much to beat is a terrible sign, because what does this mean for 98, etc. So I hate to admit defeat this early, but I feel like trying to get all pops is too hard, and maybe the main goal here at this point should be to salvage and still beat the run with the fan club doing most of the pops. Like, frick, 2 million pops on this map with fan club is, you know, again, hard enough. We don't have to add more to the mix. And here, as you see, I still do not beat the round. Like, the BFBs get way too far, and here comes the Alchemist and the Chinook. I'm done. Okay, here's a pretty ridiculous idea. So, the way Chinook works, if I want to avoid getting pops, is it only attacks when it's not carrying a tower. So, the only way to avoid it is if I do this while... Oh my god, I got 12 pops. Do you see how frustrating an all pops challenge is right there? At this point, the only conceivable way to salvage the run is, yup, restart all over. I'm gonna go insane trying this challenge. But restart to optimize, one, like moving the out placement just a little bit lower so it doesn't be annoying and hit MOABs, and also save money wherever possible. And after like another 2 hours of extensive testing through every round, I've managed to save several thousand. 2 have actually gotten the 3rd fan club, like, right at the start of this round. So that gives us a huge head start and puts us in a better position. Is that gonna be enough though? I don't know, but there's only a couple BFBs remaining. And also, I think this spot's better, like even compared to putting it up here, because I found an outplacement that doesn't hit ZMGs. I just moved this even lower than it currently is, and I guess that works out. This here's got to be the run, come on. Just one ZMG left, but it might come at a bad time. Please no, come on. We're so close to called arms. Oh my god, are we really gonna leak one balloon? I can't. Holy crap. All this to die in 98. I love it, I love it. Can't say I didn't try though, you know what I mean? So this round is pretty easy. At least I think it should be. Just store a pickle for extra fortify damage. This lasts all the way to 99, so that I'm fine against the BD, or at least the pickle will run out for the BD, because it'd be a damage nerf in that case. Yep, 2 deities, 1 left, easy.
20 minutes later.
That's it. I think I've officially admitted defeat on 96. Not even 98 of all things. The amount of things we have to juggle this round is too damn high in terms of avoiding pops. Like, a MOAB can't get here, a ZMG can't get here, like with the Sabo range. At this point, I think it's an accomplishment itself, like, beating this challenge with the Super Monkey Fan Club damage alone. Because even that is a crazy challenge, yeah. That was a big regret not going for Cross Master, but I guess this fits the Dart theme more, you know what I mean? You know, I'm pretty sure Release Geraldo and Update version 31 probably does this. But sadly, we live in a different time. Like, seriously, beating the BFBs here is already a struggle, but after 5 billion tries, this run, I think, does it. We'll just have to have the, sadly, the Chinook be moved a little bit to do a bit of damage. Don't mind if I do. We have got so many ZMGs left on this bend. I don't think this works. But we'll try. Homeland now. Set it on last for, again, straight line action. And just hope to goodness it doesn't get Pierce capped. Okay, it's getting Pierce capped. So, back on first. Yeah, like, do I even stand a chance gets 98 at this point? I guess if we could just get to 2 million pops on the Dart, that would be good enough. This round, I'm probably gonna have to Chinook to the exit. I don't think there's enough time here to beat this BFBs. Like, basically over here is what I'm thinking. Nothing I can do. There's no shot otherwise I would have time to clutch all these up. Just gotta minimize whatever pops on the ninja that I can here. Last targeting is good here. Yep, and then we'll have Called Arms and Homeland for the final stretch here. So that should finally do it. Yeah, again, 0 shot in hell. I don't think I could have done this with everything getting 0. Too hard. We have a lot of money this round, which I guess we'll just go into a second Sabo. Probably will help a good amount. Let's do it. So important to note, the Reju Potion is restocked next round because Geraldo hits level 20. So I could use even both of them for this round, and I probably will, looking at, again, how ridiculously dumb this map is, or this round is. Okay, let's move the Super Monkey very early to the, I guess, better coverage spot, although the spot that doesn't have as much good straight lines. I'll probably use my Rejuve after this one part here. Yep, Rejuve over here, quickly. I'm gonna need it for the BFBs here. This does not inspire confidence, the fact that it's this close. But okay, whew, that was tight. 8,000 pops, my goodness. Frick it, we'll even get a second Relentless, but this does mean now that I can't afford the second Rejuve bot. It's just simply gotta work here, come on. Another Call to Arms to hold the line, and we have held the line. Alright, looking pretty decent here. 3 ZMGs left, and the money's back for a Rejuve, if I need it. Oh, I'm gonna need it, aren't I? Yep. Let's just go quickly, come on. I'm ready to blast off the moment I see Call to Arms disappear, yep. Now, and Gluestorm again, and Sabo again. And this should finally freaking do it. And I moved the Alk out of the way too, so the Chunk didn't get that many pops. There we go.
1 eternity later.
Okay, please, this has gotta do it, Call Arms? Oh, finally beat 99. This round took f***ing forever, too. Yes, you know I'm angry when I swear on the main channel. So, we got 2 Rejuves coming into round 100. Let's see how to play this out. First things first, let's get this in a better range to reach the entrance, because, yeah, that Chinook is gonna be really, really important. And we'll blast off with the damage immediately. Combo all this. And yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and use another Rejuve as well, just so we get it up immediately, or get another Called Arms off. We'll save the other one for the ending, of course. Yeah, it's gonna be another one that pops really darn late, isn't it? Probably. 80% now? I think it's move time, right? Yeah. Move it to where we want it for the ending, and then another combo right now. And get ready to use Sabo when it's time. Now it's time. Nice. That's actually a good amount of track length to spare, I think. Yup, we've been through this before. Actually, I think I can save. I can save it. No rejuve. We've passed 2 million. And how much will the ending pop count be? I guess I could try to maximize that as well, but at this point, frick it. Go for the completion, and GG. Yeah, that took about, like, 4 hours total. I think in some conceivable universe, it may be possible to do it this update, but boy, would it be pretty hard. Like, compared to the easiest maps, Cubism is probably the most generous in regards to open space, and you see how brutal it was like this. Hopefully next time we do an op-ops, if we do, won't be as hard as this. Click here if you want to see more challenges similar to this that probably went a little bit more smoothly. See you next time.